Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time here, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe. And if you are a returning viewer, I would also appreciate it very much if you hit that like and subscribe. Hoping to add a bunch more subscribers in 2026. We are rapidly approaching 800, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. Today, we bring you one of the absolute hardest figures to find, at least in my neck of the woods. I finally found the Monday Night Wars Chyna with the Intercontinental Championship. Now, this was found on third-party site eBay. I could not find it in stores. I went to several stores in my area, several Walmarts over the course of a few weeks, and could not find it, and frustration grew because, at least for now, this is one of the last figures I wanted to obtain before taking a little bit of a break to reassess how I'm approaching my collecting and where we're going from there. So I finally got my hands on it, and I'm very excited to bring it to you. Compare her to other Attitude Era figures along with the Chyna figures that I have in my collection already. I'm very excited to do this review, this unboxing, and look at the figure. I'm gonna put the frustration of obtaining it behind me because I do not like using eBay and supporting scalpers for stuff like this. I never found Sid, I never found Roddy Piper. I didn't really care about getting those two. I did find a Steve Blackman, which we've done in an earlier video. But we're going to look at Chyna. You can see that it's the picture of Joni Lauer herself on the front and the side, and then another side with her holding the Intercontinental Championship on the other side of the box. Mattel Elite, and it also is part of the X-Pac Build-A-Figure wave, which, again, we will not be collecting. So here she is in the box. As you can see, a great looking figure, great detail on the outfit. This one has the Intercontinental Championship slung over her shoulder. I think there's another one that's hanging more from her forearm. And then we have an extra set of hands here, and then there's a pair of gloved hands in here, and I believe the X-Pac Build-A-Figure pieces are hidden behind the box here. There's X-Pac Build-A-Figure. Swing it over here as we showed before. Picture of Joni herself. X-Pac Build-A-Figure. We have Roddy Piper, Chyna, Sid Vicious, and Steve Blackman in this wave. And this is from October 18th, 1999, this particular outfit. So we're going to open the box now, take a look at the figure, and hopefully my enthusiasm stands, because like I said, this figure was quite something to obtain. So inside the paper bag we have the accessories that come with the Chyna figure. So we have the splayed out hands. Again, these are for the X-Pac Build-A-Figure. We have a Raw is War microphone. Very cool. Always nice to have other accessories like that. And then you get two sleeve jacketed arms, which I like. With some of these jackets and coats, I like the molded arm look versus soft goods. Sometimes it just looks cleaner. I know for a fact my Bret Hart Ultimate has sleeved arms a lot like this, and it just looks better than if they were to throw on an actual jacket. So then you have the arms there. And then the hands for Chyna, you get two ungloved fisted hands, two gloved fisted hands, and two mic holding hands, or gripping hands as they say. So there's that. So you get three sets of hands plus what's on the figure. It comes with the shiny Intercontinental Championship. This is the Attitude Era Championship that it comes with. I believe she shared this with Chris Jericho at one point, so it also comes with that. Now let's look at the figure herself. And I'd never got the SummerSlam version of Chyna that's out there. I felt like this head sculpt was better, and it's more of the Chyna that I want represented in my collection. This is her in what I'll call her final form. This is like her D-Generation X sort of look. We got great detail on the top, the hanging chain here. Head sculpt is really nice. Skin tone looks really good. Looks like she's got her shoulder tattoo. It's hard to see, but you got molded top back here. And then you have the arms here. She poses very well. Head doesn't turn because of the hair. You're not going to get a lot of head turning because of the hair. Waist, very nice. And the upper torso, chest area, nice. Got the thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees. You have the boot cut and the ankle rocker. Mostly front and back, not so much side to side. So leg doesn't go up a lot because of the way the waist piece, crotch piece works, not allowing her to do. Oh, there we go. Not bad. You want to deliver the Chyna big boots, and this one goes up. No real issues in terms of bounce back or anything like that. The boots look really nice, detailed, got some silver buckles there. Overall, this is a gorgeous looking figure. The head sculpt looks really good, but you get molded belt here. Like I said, everything looks really good. I'm very glad that I got this figure. Definitely want to add it to the collection. I just am not happy about how I had to go about and get it. We're going to look at her compared to other Chyna figures I have in my collection, and compare her to some other female superstars that I have in the collection as well. And here she is next to some other female figures that I have. I tried to get a lot from her era, but I have the older Trish Stratus, we have Beth Phoenix, Chyna, of course, the 117 Rhea Ripley, which was one of the best elites to come out last year, and then Lita from the Monday Night Wars collection from a couple years ago as well. So she looks great. She towers over all of them, which would naturally be the case. And I think absolutely great looking figure. And then here are the technically two other versions of Chyna that I have in my collection. And I can't remember the series numbers, but we have her in the purple with the women's title. And then we have, of course, the new one here from the Monday Night Wars collection. And then I picked up this Legends Chyna a while back on my travels. I found it at a toy store. So we have her in her DX gear from when she was with the bodyguard with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. So I got three different versions of Chyna, which I all really like. I like the different versions of her. But I really like this. To me, the new Monday Night Wars version is the definitive Chyna, like how a lot of people, including myself, really, really remember her. And back then, I actually wanted her to win the men's title, just even if she only kept it for a couple weeks. I thought she could at least be granted that, even if it was just a short time. I thought at the time she was very cool and over, and I just thought it would have been cool to have her hold it, but I know none of the men would lose to her and blah blah blah. But great depiction of Chyna. So my final thoughts on this figure are, as much as a pain as it was to obtain, I absolutely love it. It lived up to the hype and the stress and the annoying nature of finding female figures in 2026. I think they're vastly underproduced, and I think they're purposely being that way. I don't know why Mattel would want money to fall in the hands of scalpers, but I will get off my soapbox on that and talk about the figure. Tremendous detail, depicts the version of Chyna that I think many of us totally remember, and comes with the belt. The belt looks great, and it's just an all-around great figure, and I'm glad to have included this in my collection. I'm glad to have tracked it down. Definitely worth it if you can find it. Lucky you. I'm glad you found it in retail. If not, there are sellers on eBay and Mercari selling it, and I think the prices are dropping because I think more people are finding it in the stores. So I don't know if you have to go with the $50, $60 price point that there's a lot of people are selling it for anymore. You can probably get them down to just above retail. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've made it this far, please consider hitting that like. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, share this video with other like-minded action figure enthusiasts. And as always, I hope to catch you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.